Hey folks, Species 7 here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farming Giant. We are, well, right where we originally spawned, but of course we do have a bit of a farm going. And just to give you an idea of the scale of this game, remember I was saying everything in this game is really small compared to some? Well, if you want to figure out where your farm is, you got to look for the really bright green spots. And that tiny little dot there, that's our entire farm. Yeah. So just to give you an idea of the scale of this place, right? So here we are, right where we were the last time. We've got our little cow bar. We've got 22 cows in there, which makes me think that Buddy hasn't quite finished his bringing us of the cows yet. Because I'm pretty sure that little grain truck we picked will only, let's have a look here, not grain truck, what you would call it, animal truck, which is this guy here. Yeah, he'll only carry 15 cow at a time, and I believe we asked him to buy us 20, so he's brought his first 15, and while he's off fetching more, and I believe that's him there, isn't it? Yeah, it is too. Here he comes. Hey, buddy. And you can see that, yeah, he's got meat cows. Cool. Alright, man. Deliver those and we'll be good. We're at 22. We got 10,000 grass. We're good to go. Sure. Now, what I want to do here, there's a leveling system in this game. And as the amount of cows in our barn increase, this little green bar, which represents animals, is going to increase. Once it reaches the end, and once this little bar, which has nothing in it yet and represents plants, reaches the end, will go up a level. And what that does is it gains you new things. Now this time around, once our level goes up, we're going to get a butcher shop, access to eggs, meat, and wheat. So pretty cool, actually. But what I want to do here today, now we've got a basic little industry running. All we got to do is give her some time, let the cows do their breeding thing, and they will very soon. And we have a place for workers. We have a small garage. Doesn't have a lot in it, but it does have some stuff. What I want to do this time around is get a small field. So we can go to this guy here, the field tool. We can click create, and it'll give us this little weird red square. So again, if you want to rotate it, it's simply done that way. Although it does rotate kind of weirdly. I don't know, I've always thought it was a little weird. Okay. Of course, if you don't remember to hold the scroll wheel when you do this, then it's, I think actually I do want to lay it this way. And let's stretch it out a bit. No, I don't want to stretch it that way. Ugh. I never liked the way this thing squares to your fields. In fact, you really can't square it to your field in any sort of reasonable way. Okay, I like the shape of that. And if we lay it in along there, that's going to cost us $504. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? So, in fact, that seems just enormous, to be honest with you guys. I think I'm looking for more something like that, and a little wider. I don't really like wasting land. See, my big thing here is you do have to attach a road to it, so it may seem like I'm doing a lot of faffing around for not a whole bunch, but in fact, alright, heck with it, we're going to go all that good. That's a $285 field. It's now truly a field. Let's get out of our field tool, let's go to our road tool, let's click create, and thump, call her good. And don't worry, it does get rid of that big horrible piece of road across the middle of the dirt. Alright, now, thing with fields. If you don't plant anything on them, they will grow grass. And in all honesty, at the moment, we could kind of use grass because our only thing that's going to produce money eats grass. So, well, it's not the only thing. I mean, you can get money for other things, like you put grass in one end, and being cows, well, they do produce a viable product out the other. So, anyway, enough of that. On to our field. As you can see, fields have certain things that need to be met too. Now, they don't require workers specifically, right? So you don't have to hire workers to be outstanding in their field, but you do have to supply water. Now, we will put it on the water subscription, or the city water, as it were. You still have choices. Now, if we look at our field currently, it's sitting at what? 81.4% water or moisture. We have a pH of 5.8, and that will make a difference to different crops. With grass, not so much, but it does make a difference, and all it's going to do is change the harvest. But we're going to get lots of grass from this patch of grass, or patch of ground. And there's our humidity rating. Alright, I'm sorry, this is nutrient content, this is water. And as you can see, our water level's kind of low, man. So we're going to turn the water on, and you see you get this nice water sprinkler. You can also have automatic, and then it will determine by hydration level whether it needs to be on or off. The problem with that, it costs a lot more than standard subscription. So since we only have one field, after all, we're going to do it manually, just for now. And we'll let the humidity go up. Now it says no plant. Give it a little time though, because grass will start to grow. Like I said, unless we plant a crop, okay? Which we probably don't want to do, because crops require a lot of equipment. And although we do get to sell them, we're going to still have to buy grass to feed our cows, or come up with some other way, right? Well, this is the other way. So, the next thing we want to be doing here is, well, yeah, we might as well. Let's have a look in here, and let's go to our vehicles, because we're going to want to buy ourselves a little tractor. Now, we can get currently only one, alright? And that's this guy. 113,000 in Warsaw. Let's see if we can't find a better deal, because that seems like an awful lot. So far Lyon, so far Paris, still Paris. There we go. Bratislavia's got a much better deal. Budapest, not so much. Berlin, ooh, still Bratislavia. Vienna, not too bad. Avignon. And the market stations, north and south. Ooh, south 96, eh? And what was Bratislava? 99. And was it Paris? Nope. Budapest? Nope. What was the other one that was fairly cheap? 92. So it looks like Berlin is currently our best price. Thing is, these change with time as well. Alright, so you might want to keep that little bit in mind. But we're going to need a tractor. We're also going to need, as an extension, a mower. There we are, a grass harvester. Alright, so yeah, we will need a grass harvester, definitely. Sprayers, not so much. And a small trailer. Yeah. Because I don't believe grain trucks can actually carry grass, whereas a small trailer can carry darn near anything, including grass. So, at any rate, but, I don't know that that's a heck of a great price for... That didn't just buy that, did it? Oh. Okay, apparently you don't want to click on them. Yeah, we could have got it for way less, of course. Well, there you go. We just spent 40,000 on something we probably could have got for half that price. Alright, let's give a little more time here and just see if we can't get a better price for a tractor. 119.99, 119, 92. Yeah, looks like Berlin is going to be our best price. So let's actually buy a tractor. Okay. Now, we are still sitting at 27 cows, and this is still showing as no plants. Alright, well that's fine. Let's kick up the old time scale a bit here. Now you see, we've got grass growing. Alright, we're up to 40 cows. Now, once this field is completely grown, I'm going to... Alright, let's see here. The plants have matured. The yield was 39%. Now the reason it was only 39% is because our humidity is only up to 64%. Okay. pH might be a bit off. All of these things might be a little bit off, but we're not going to worry about it a whole bunch right now. Just because we just strictly want to get as much grass off of here as we can. So we're going to click on our field. We're going to go here. We're going to click a vehicle. In this case, we want a tractor. Select an extension, again, from this garage, and we're going to go with a grass harvester. And what do we want it to... what do we want it to harvest? You'd almost think, being a grass harvester, that this part wouldn't even be needed, but hey, things do get more complex. Now they want to know, what do you want to do with this grass? Well, we don't have a barn or anything to store it in at this point. Okay, once we do, we'll move it to there, but for now we're gonna have to put it here. Alright, and quantity, well, let's set max, which was 572. So let's get them started, shall we? And what we should see, as long as we're... You notice that green bar on the animal one? Look at how far up that's gone. That's because we, in all that fast forwarding, we're up to 90 cows now. So, let's let time go, and look, there he is. Nice. We've got our little tractor, looks like a little Massey maybe. Yeah. And he's gonna go through there and he's gonna mow up that grass right into this lovely little harvester. So, I like it. He's a little rough on the corners. And here we go. Mow, 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 mow. Cool. Plunk, plunk, plunk. Now we can see down here, because we're still on the field, you can see what he's harvesting. 143. Goes down the next row. So like I said, that's not a lot of grass, but we only got 35% of the possible yield. Now, next episode we'll get into adjusting pH and that sort of thing to bring our yields up. The reason I'm not going to do it this time, because it's going to take a while before this field comes up in hydration. Like a whole bunch at least, right? So, yeah. And we will find when he's done, what do we got in here? 79. So yeah, we'll be able to fit that. That'll be no problem. We will reach a point, however, where we're going to want to be storing this. Problem is, a barn is about $20,000 more than we have. And what I did... What are you doing, dude? Oh, you faking the last piece, were you? Alrighty. And you'll see he'll take it over to our barn. Now you'll notice our crop one has gone up a whole bunch too. So, next harvest, that'll top out, and by then, our cows should top out. And we'll go up a level, and what we'll likely do is we'll buy a butcher shop, because a butcher shop is going to take care of the other end of what we need from our cows, which is meat production. Right now, all we got is lots of cows, and we're starting to get a little bit of poop, but that's her. So we're going to let our buddy here head back over to the garage, where he will refuel, wash up, and put away his gear. There we go, isn't he nice? And we can carry on from there. But yeah, this also tells us, of course, we have 3 idle workers. Right. I don't mind so much because workers don't make a lot here right now. And we're only costing us $375 a day to pay for the 8 workers we have. So the 5 that are working, you know, granted, Some of them are just sitting around on their bum in the garage, but that's okay. It's only a couple of them. We'll get by. We'll get by. Still no yellow boxes, eh? What are yellow boxes, you say? Well, maybe I'll luck out and find one. Probably not, though, to be honest with you. But it was something, if you have played Industry Empire, you'll have seen. They're these little bonus gifts that are laying around that spawn onto your map that you seldom find, at least on this one. I know in Empire, pretty much at any time I clicked a few spots on the map, I found myself a yellow box. Oh well. We didn't get one. I'm not concerned. So, at this point, I guess all we really want to do here is have the cows come up. Let's just have a, for snits and giggles, let's find out what. Okay, this is market pricing, and we'll tell you how things are doing. Like here you can see that currently meat cows are doing alright. Now that's nice. Might be worth going to this tab, available orders, going here to immediate, because that means stuff people want to buy from you now, man. And resource, well, the only resource we actually have are meat cows. Poof. Nice thing about this layout, that list is actually enormous, but it'll only show things we've so far unlocked. So all the juices and all the fruits and all the vegetables and grains and products and you name it aren't showing up there because we can't actually deal with them now anyways. So that's kind of a cool thing. On the way this guy works, you can pick, as you've seen, we can go to our orders, we can go to what type and what sort of product. Then you can go to a city if you want somebody close because you want to maybe establish your relations with your neighboring city. There's Vienna, our closest city, and it shows the orders they're looking for, and it shows what they're willing to pay. Like they'll give us 10 grand for 101 cows. Now, that might seem okay, but by the same token, if we were to go to all cities, oops, sorry, not Warsaw, all cities, let's find, okay, there's 110. They're offering 8,300. So whatever city that is not quite as well off as the one we're looking at. Whereas here, way less cows, and they're offering darn near the same money, alright? So you can, again, sort around, figure out where the good deals are, where you're really going to make your money, and go with that. Right, because there's no reason not to. Now at this point, of course, most of these are actually considerably out of range because they want more moo than we got. We probably will come up with 97 of them. This is the delivery date, right? And oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this one. These are what you're actually getting, right? So our 97 cows for 54,000. 110, they're going to give us 60,000. These are your penalties. If you don't come up with them in time, you pay that. Plus, you don't get your money, of course. So now, if we go back to... I'm sorry about confusing those guys. Don't. Just ignore everything I've said for the last 10 minutes. Or 10 videos, your choice. Okay, here we go. 101 cows. They're going to offer us $53,000. Okay. That's in Vienna. So... let's say Warsaw. There's 119. So for... well, that's fair. That's probably... okay, 110. There. This is only out by a bit. They're actually paying a little bit better. Price per unit, 562. Whereas these guys were paying 528. So there's those fluctuations as well. And like I said, of course, it does sort of make sense for you to always look for the best price, incoming and outgoing. Of course, we're only at 90 cows, so if I took an order for 118 and didn't happen to breed enough of them in the next 3 days, oh, actually, that order was due day after tomorrow. So if I hadn't actually bred another 20 cows in the next 2 days, I would get only the money for what was delivered minus $8,000. So, yeah. Let's bring time up again. Let's get our little grass field about growing. We're up to almost 67, 60, almost 68% now. A little bit of rain, that's really going to help. 68, 69. Nice. Oh, very little rain though, wasn't it? Yuck. That's not terribly helpful. Yeah, speed up a little more. Little more. Let's go flat out. Alright, we're growing some more grass. You'll see our cow one just filled. We are at 150 cows. So, let's go back to normal. 39%. Yeah, not a lot better, but a little bit. And we can, if we go in here, we'll see this is still operational. The only thing you'd have to change is set your max and get them going. And yes, we do have more than enough room. In fact, we're not yet producing enough here, and I think we're at like 80-something%. Let's stop that watering. Yeah, it shut itself off. We're not yet producing enough grass to actually keep our cows completely going. However, we have 150 cows. At this point, we can really consider going back here, looking at Vienna and going, well, 150. Oh yeah, sure, now they don't have any smaller orders, they want big stuff. So, let's go to all cities, and let's see, by the 20th, so one day, it's just a matter of whether we could actually get that many delivered in that period of time. Well, here's one for 85, for the 21st, they will pay us $42,000. So let's accept that, just so I can show you guys how that's set up. Now, we want to go to our barn. We want to click on vehicular tasks. We want to, this is the guy here. Oh, that's bringing us cows. That's okay. We want the truck for animals. Boop. You have been awarded. Oh, there we are. I've gone up a level. So we've now got our butcher shop, and we've got a couple of skill points, etc. Alright, so we want our truck for animals. We want to go to... Nope, sorry. From there, with meat cows, to our contract. And because we have a contract now, when you click on it, it'll bring it up. And you will go, oh yeah, that one, please. And how many? Oh, set max, 85 cows. And let's automate the task. There we go. Now as soon as, there he goes. And we have a little bit of grass back in there. We're probably going to have to send our grain truck to go and get us some grass. So, let's click on our garage. Let's go to our vehicle. Come on, click on the garage. Let's go to our vehicle tasks. And truck for grains. That's the guy we want. Oops. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Sorry about that, guys. I want to actually go in here. And what's this guy set up to do? He's set up to fetch us 10,000 grass from Vienna. So we're going to get him to do that one more time. And we'll see, well, we're down to 135 cows. So obviously he is taking off with it. The other thing we want to be looking at here is we can do things with that manure. I believe we can either sell it, or we can, of course, use it on our fields to make things all happy. So, we got ourselves a couple of skill points. So, now that we do, we can go in here and we can look at stuff like technology, workers, or production. I like to go straight to production. I like to go straight to the Big Master, which allows an increased breeding speeds for meat cows, milk cows, and sheep. And I'm going to put our first 2 points into that. Okay, and click Assign. Now, we will get a 3% increase in the speed of our animal breeding. That may not seem like a whole lot, but it is pretty darn good. The next one I will increase is actually going to be allowing us to store more. This one allows more workers, butcher to do better. There is one that's straight storage, and that's usually the one I'll do next. Anyway, I think, guys, that's pretty probably going to do us for this episode. We're still doing reasonably well. We've got $104,000. We have come up considerably. Grass, yeah, 712, that shows all of that stuff. There is a way, and I've got to sort of figure this out. Is it our resources? Plants. Grass. It doesn't... Yeah, unfortunately, I'll have to remember how to do that, but there is a way you can actually look at all the individual requirements for the plants themselves. So, but I think, as I said, that's going to do it. Ooh, next time around we get to get the chicken meat one unlocked and a van unlocked. Okay, that's good, because you can't actually do your pH adjustments other than with manure until you get a van. So, but like I say, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We have progressed. We now have a nice little field. Our cows are breeding like crazy monkeys, and we are, of course, selling some. At this point, if we look at our order, none has been completed, probably because we need to at least get the guy there. But, and it is Warsaw, so he's got to get all the way to wherever the heck Warsaw is. Here comes our grass truck back. Perfect. Now we have food for our cows again. We have 10,000. Perfect. A little more speed going on here. Did this guy not set off for Warsaw? Yes? No? Truck for animals, on our contract, automated. Yeah, he's out on the task, so I guess Warsaw's a little ways off. Uh-oh. We may not. Okay, there we go. He has made delivery, you can see, and there he goes again. We're up to 17%. So he'll continue to do that. Once his grass field is full, we will once again cut her all down, get her into the barn, and go from there. So I'm going to tone down the speed a little bit. So that'll do it for this one, guys. If you liked it, please leave a like. Of course, share the video if you would, and all that happy stuff. Add it to your favorites. All these things will help the channel grow, and all of these things also know that, or let me know, I should say, that you guys do like a particular series. That's why you'll see a lot of games on my channel just sort of disappear into oblivion, and it's simply that there's no interest in them. So unless I really, really love the game and want to just continue to play it for the sake of playing it, and this is one of those that I often do, the series will get cancelled. So yeah, any sort of feedback to let me know you like these games, and we will certainly carry on with them. I'm still looking for the darn yellow boxes, because you can get some really nice bonuses. Of course, you can get mashed in the head too. Every once in a while it'll do things like your crops will have pestilence for the next 2 seasons. And you're like, what? And once you click on those boxes, man, and open them, you're hooped. So where, let's burn. Berlin. Budapest. So where is Warsaw in relation to us? Because buddies seem to have to go quite a ways. Lyon, so that's France. Paris, and it's still France. Bern, getting pretty big, eh? Wow. Vienna. Alright, apparently it doesn't actually exist. It's gotta be this guy. Nope, Budapest. Alright, I give up. Let's go back to our farm. Poof. Okay, so there you go, guys. Till next time, as usual, take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now. Take a picture.